1 second here. Okay. Alright guys, sorry about that. Had to get the stream and everything set back up again. Um, but looks like they are already into the game, so let's get back into it here. Alright. And we've got Treadwell's TRM against echobstrpr-Invasion. Ooh. Dan says, well, I was wrong. Yeah, and um, I will admit to not being super well versed in Invasion's matchups here, but I don't think this should be good for Treadwell. Now, that being said, there is some interesting stuff going on here. So he's not playing the blaster effects that we often see out of Invasion. He's instead got the new combo begin landing your troops. So he's got a bunch more activation on turn 1. Um, and some docking bay pulling and activation and whatnot. He also has Death Star Reactor Terminal and Evil is Everywhere. So this kind of suggests to me that we're looking at a little bit more of an Invasion mains as opposed to a kind of more typical Invasion start. And then Treadwell has Strike Planning as his third effect, since you can't play Walkling. Looks like though his opening hand was really good. Sorry guys, I already missed their turn 1 there. So they got, let's see here. I'm gonna catch up. So we wasted for Boss Nass Chambers. Dark Time killed the Wisa. Let's see here. Obi-Wan's Hut got played on turn 1. I think he just played, he pulled General Leia with the Strike Planning. He went Docking Bay, stop at. Docking Bay, Hut, Boss Nass Chambers. It's a pretty good turn 1 for TRM. And then for Adam, he pulls the Generator Core, the Coruscant Docking, or he pulls the Generator Core, plays the Coruscant Docking Bay from hand, and then pulls the Deflector Shield Generators for his flagship. Alright, caught back up. Sorry about that. BNC a bit more exposed than normal to drains versus Invasion. Yes, yep, that's true. I mean, I still think you play it. I think you still have to, but yeah, holy hand size. Treadwell just draws. He has 19 cards in hand. So Adam misses his objective pulling a sight. Admiral Trench to the flagship. Seems pretty secure. TRM could certainly always have a Tano, so not completely secure, but Adam's going to draw a card. Whoops. He's going to draw a card off Force Ply with the Death Star Reactor Terminal. Four Force generations in the boost system. Excellent. So we got Count Dooku going down to the generator core. Presumably with a saber. Yeah, there we go. Dark Jedi Saber V. And sand. More sand. Sand for everybody. Force Field and Lord Sidious. Those are two cards you don't really want to get stuck on. Sand. How much force does Echo Base Trooper have saved in Force Play? He has one saved. He is incentivized to use a fair bit of force this turn, though, given that he missed that pull and probably has a throne room in his deck. No force push shenanigans. Not this turn. I kind of feel like a deck like this is rather likely to have multiple Dookus, so there could certainly be force pushes later. Alright, Treadwell plays his Jedi Council Chamber from his hand. Out activating 14 to 11 now. And then verifies the deck with the Insurrection combo. Probably to see what matching weapons he's got, I would guess. I don't believe he used his other strike planning pull. Nope. So we got Obi-Wan with Saber. And Ahsoka Tano up against Count Dooku. If only that sexy new Vader could be played in this deck. I mean, you should have pushed out Trade Federation put on it, man. I don't know what to tell you. That wouldn't have really made sense, but... So Adam is pulling Oppressive Enforcement to protect against sense. Treadwell answering with Do or Do Not. Assuming that Adam probably has his own sense since he pulled the Oppressive Enforcement. Obi-Wan's Journal. Okay. That's like fine, but not the greatest use of Journal. Slayer of Trade Federation leaders. I mean, if we could just put any lore, if we could write any lore we want in there, I would have been happy to see that in his lore. That, yes, I'm with that. Alright, so there is a battle here. Dooku pulls the Force Push anyway, even though we can't use it this turn. We have Return of a Jedi for the weapon swing, and our Luke Rebel Scout will get redrawn. And a BB-8! Oh no! So Dooku does get hit. That's a bummer. Yeah, Joe, that's what I was saying. It's like, this is kind of a weird use of Journal, because, like, I guess if there's a sorry about the mess here, it's maybe okay. Okay, there's a sorry about the mess. Now, if Adam has an answer to sorry about the mess, he grabs it. He does not have an answer to sorry about the mess. Okay, alright, alright. Still saving Journal for Luke is better. I mean, that was kind of what I was thinking, Joe. I mean, partly also because, like, if he doesn't have sorry about the mess, or if Adam has any answer to sorry, which is, like, neither of those things are unreasonable to think would be the case, um, then like the journal, like you're committing to forfeiting Ahsoka to attrition here. That seems bad. No escape would be helpful. Yeah, yeah. Evil's ever at X when sabers go lost become May. Yeah, I mean that's certainly been like the biggest hurdle for a lot of the saber decks. I mean, I am your father being the exception. Like if you being able to pull your sabers is fine, but characters die so often in battle these days that like you lose your sabers quickly and then your saber pulling just becomes worthless. Well, all right, no escape because he's gonna force push, so that's gonna put force push on top. I mean, he probably has a couple of those sabers, so that's not like a huge deal, but it's not nothing. Now, so I recall EPP Maul's not playable in here, but Lord Maul EPP is. Hope we see Lone Hunter Maul. Yeah, Lone Hunter Maul is also playable, so could also just like flip here. That's not as great as it might have been otherwise. Lord Sidious is good, and then pull Newt Gunray to flip. All right. So this would have been better last turn when Treadwell was activating 11 force and not 19. But okay, there's another Dark Jedi Saber. Flip side of Invasion. Okay, so this drain of 3 is not going to be a drain of 3. Um, a bunch of battle droid stuff that seems less likely to happen given the context of the deck we're looking at. Um, droid Starfighters, Immune Nutrition, that probably doesn't matter. And placing interrupts drawn for battle essay out of play. That's not too bad. Every force is certainly matters here with only a win by 4. Adam should probably pull battle plan, right? Or battle order, I guess. Like the drain's only 2, but you probably still don't want to let it restrain you for free. Now we know the Luke is in hand. I would be interested to see if Treadwell knows where the Luke Saber is. Luke Saber could be in hand, so. Just considering his options here. Lesson learned: you shouldn't eat anything that produces crumbs when you're streaming. Fun part about Lord Sidious here. Uh, Lord Sidious works if alone or if a Theed piles objective on table, which invasion is. So, uh, so Jeff's gonna have to consider his attack force here carefully to avoid getting wrecked by Sidious. Uh, Especially with 2 Jedi already committed. Like Qui Gon's fine. Like APP Qui Gon's good. Luke obviously is good. Yoda's fine. Yoda's not like gonna move the needle a whole ton here, but is fine. Um, but like trying to pair up like Solo and EPP Chewie or like maintenance Lando and Ray and so like he's gonna have to be careful about how he does all that. They both just made a mistake. Well, um, they're certainly currently in the middle of verifying Treadwell's deck from the boss Nash chamber. Jeff activated and searched the boss chamber from Adam passed. Yeah, Adam should have already pulled. Oh, but it doesn't matter. That's bizarre. Yeah, okay. Well, there's certainly mistakes there. um, yeah, Adam, I think should have pulled battle orders. I said, and then there was no drain for free. So I guess it worked out that there was no battle order. It's late. That's what we'll say. Um, and then I guess, I'm not actually sure why you would verify during your activate. Late for you, not for them. They're also in Mountain Time. Like, it's also 10:45 for them. Well, it is free. It is a drain of two, Joe, not three. So at least we'll mitigate that mistake a little bit. Oh, that I don't think was correct. So Leia gets barriered. I don't think I would do that if I was Adam. Yeah, that's what I mean, Joe. Is I would probably have saved the barrier. Like, if you're not going to bury your Luke, I would have saved the barrier. Because Leia, like, whatever, he retrieves one. Fine, that doesn't matter. But then, like, now that he's down to three force, you can bury your Rey and exclude Leia when he battles. I mean, you can still do it the other way too, but yeah, I might have just buried the Luke. I agree, Ryan. That might have been the better play anyway. Um, Luke is presumably getting the saber here. He's getting the Anakin saber. Okay. Is Luke's saber one of these three cards? That would be insane. I would have assumed also, Joker, that he found Luke's saber, but that certainly did not seem to happen. Then he verifies again with insurrection. This is actually what I was thinking there, Joe. Is I'm not sure what he needed to verify and activate for, given that he can verify with insurrection during his deploy. So I like to save the boss Nash chamber verify until sometime um, when you can't use like insurrection or something for free. Yeah, and then Ray's excluded. I wonder if Treadwell didn't realize that all of his that Ray was gonna get excluded there. I mean, Sidious is gonna get hit anyway, so it's maybe not going to matter. And then if he has like another sorry about the mess, that's just like so bad. That's just a disaster. We're pausing an awfully long time for him to not have sorry about the mess. Yep. So yeah, they're sorry about the mess. And I think Adam drew like one card in there, so that he couldn't really have found an answer. Yep. That was really bad. Not burying Luke was real bad. I'm just gonna pick the Lord Sidious up off of the sand effect now. He draws a 3, which is unfortunately still enough to kill Newt Gunray. It's to place it out of play for a moral victory. Oh, and he draws a 1. I mean, he would need to draw a 6 anyway to kill Luke, so that part doesn't really matter, but man, that was just so bad. No Leia's gun next turn is why he was thinking about not playing it. I mean, yeah. Um, I don't know. Do you think you're really going to need Leia's gun this turn anyway? Uphill battle for Adam. I mean, yes. At the same time, though, like, I actually kind of feel like if instead of playing Dookie, he just like drew cards, it might have been way better. Force field stuck on sand is really bad. I gotta say though, I am not very familiar with the deck, so I'm not sure what tools Adam has to kind of combat everything that's going on here. Now here's where the not mistake earlier is or the semi mistake earlier may pay off. Is he? Oh no, he's not even flipped anymore, so you can't drain here. Nope, it's just a disaster all around. Because now his drains aren't even capped, so he's going to be eating 3 and 3 here. He's got to control the throne room. Yeah, that's going to be tough to do here. All right. Well, so Adam picks up a card with Death Star Reactor Terminal. Like Duke, if you have defensive cards, not so much if you don't. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Then probably felt with sand to protect he was okay, and open-handed Gick felt safe. Oh, that's reasonable. So like if your opponent has a 19 card hand, though, you like probably also want to draw a bunch of cards. Well, Lord Sidious comes back for more. Lord Maul with Saber. Okay. He's going to use all of his force to swing, though. Image of the Dark Lord. Okay. Yeah, Darkseid hasn't lost that many cards to that, but they've lost 2 Sabers. Yeah, that's all. I'll definitely agree with that, Joe. Well, let's see what we have to come back with. I mean, you have to swing at Luke, right? And then hope he doesn't have Blaster Deflection. There's like no way this battle's good otherwise. Yeah, Blaster Deflection or Female Interrupt, either one's bad. You should like definitely not swing at Leia because you're caught by either one. I think you have to swing at Luke. No? Alright, Adam disagrees. Take Force Field as first action. Actually, yeah, that would have been good. I would have liked that play, Joe. Yeah, because Darkseid is probably going to be cleared. Lightside almost certainly won't be. Could he even draw a 9? I don't think so. Alright, 3P with his part showing. And Padme is just enough. Just enough. Ooh, okay. So I have you now, adds 2 battle destiny, and now we hope that Treadwell doesn't have a leadership. We'll need to see that dark time for a key moment like this. Yeah. I mean, if you have like 2 dark times, then I don't mind burning one on turn 1, but yeah, otherwise. That's why you didn't take Force Field. Yep. That makes sense. Ooh, he does have a battle droid. Alright, well, 12 will clear light side. So, alright, alright. Ooh, there's the Tantive. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. It's cleared either way, but he does take out 2 light side weapons, which is a big deal. Gets Ray off the table, which helps a fair bit. Because there's less card selection now for light side. Okay, all right. So we're getting back in. Light side better remember to drain 2 this turn. Yeah. I mean, yeah, the battle plan's going to remind him. I can't really imagine that Treadwell's not going to drain for 2 anyway, though. Yeah, that should remind him. Yeah. I mean, what else is Jeff gonna do with his force? He's just, yeah, drain 2 and draw a bunch. Gick from reserve, blockade, support ship from reserve. Okay. So he didn't have the Gick then. 2 Sidious, a Dooku, a Maul dead versus a Luke, a Rey, and a Leia. Yeah. Not great for Darkseid, although I kind of assume, so in a deck like this, I would assume there's at least another Dooku and probably 2 more Mauls, would be my guess. So Rey first for a use pile pull. Interesting. Okay. Tempo loss for Darkseid's real though. Yeah, yeah. Because also Adam only has 4 cards in hand, so he kind of just has to draw a bunch next turn. No blaster deflection is nice. I mean, we don't actually know that he doesn't have blaster deflection. With Gick dead, that opens up beats on battle when they come out. Yeah, definitely true. Lots of ladies at the throne room. Most notably Padme. So this is a drain 2 now. Oh. If Adam was playing Lone Hunter Maul, sure. I mean, the trouble is that I don't think. I'm actually not sure. Um, yeah, it's like the problem with playing Lone Hunter Maul in an Invasion main set is you just don't have any EPPs. Because like Asajj doesn't have Trade Federation in lore, so you have like the like P59 P60 droids, but otherwise you just like have to pair everybody with sabers. I like Lone Hunter in ASM. I guess not now because you probably want to play unlimited power. You can't play Maul, which is a bummer. Ooh, General Grievous. Okay, that's a good one. Steal the Anakin saber. Um, and new Gunray. Okay. All right. All right. Man, interestingly, like Hera just doesn't combo with anybody here because there's no way there's going to be an Imperial because that's impossible. And then there's she's the only rebel, and then like there's no Skywalker. So like you got these three characters here, but they're not actually comboing together at all. Man, I wonder if Adam has like a command here. Would be hilarious instead if Lights had a weapon left. Yeah, I mean, sometimes they just have everything. Not episode 7, Dan. In episode 7, Raisin nobody. Let's not get into the sequel movie debate. Light Sun going down there was bad, but Adam with 4 cars and it was hard to put Dark Sun having the nuts. Yeah, all that's true. This isn't a strong force to go down to the throne room with. Although, I think if I was in Treadwell's position, I don't actually hate making this play. Like, I probably wouldn't have deployed the Hera, because the Hera just was never going to do anything. Um, but putting all these characters down is like kind of fine if you're with your opponent's 4 card hand, especially if you have Hujix. Because like if they don't have basically exactly this, you're not likely to lose very much. And if they can't battle into you, then you get to drain them for a bunch next turn. So I think it was a fine. I think it was a slight overdeploy. Adam still needs another character. Can't lose Newt. Can't lose Grievous. Yeah. Do we think he has another Nemoidian after this Newt dies? I think you had to block the flip and just hope Darkseid doesn't have what they have. Yeah. Just as Hujix doesn't matter, you're basically putting them on dry next turn. I'm not exactly sure what you mean by that. Oh, Rune Hako was drawn for Destiny. Okay, so yeah, there is no one yet. Teihao, Daltai. Well, Teihao and Daltai Dilfine are certainly likely. I don't actually know that they're in this deck, though. Can you swing it? Swing it Ray? Hmm. I mean, Ray is certainly the most relevant of those characters. You have command? Ooh. Oh, man. I mean, alright. It's obviously easy to say in hindsight because you drew 2-2. But, like, Hera's. Alright. Yeah, I think swinging Ray was fine. His destinies are just, like, disaster here. 4. 4 total battle destiny across 3 destinies. Yep. And he draws a 4 back. 5 back. Yeah, that was really bad. So I was gonna say, all right, it's easy to say in hindsight because you drew 2-2 for his weapon destiny. I kind of wonder though if it wasn't correct to swing at Hera anyway, just to make sure that you cleared more forfeit. So I guess like Hera's not immune to attrition, so she's gonna die no matter what in the battle. But with 3 destinies, you're definitely clearing 3. So yeah, I don't know. It just depends on your destinies probably. More reason why I like Lone Hunter. I mean, I don't disagree with you, Joker King, that Lone Hunter is good. It's mostly just that, like, in a mains deck like this, you really need EPPs, and Lord Maul EPP is really good. He runs because no Gek and an AP could quad. That would be 5-10 overflow. Yeah. No, I agree. He's got to run. That definitely makes sense. It's just yeah, that battle just went so bad. Yeah, Jeff looks like he's in great shape here. Playing the battle as the hours like Adam has EPP Lord Maul makes sense. Yeah, EPP Lord Maul is just so good for invasion. Like, even setting aside how good Lone Hunter is, like, EPP Lord Maul's text is just all really good. On top of which, I think you just really, if you're going to play this as a main deck, you need to have an EPP of some sort, and Lord Maul's the only one. So, yeah, without the Maul, the 12 battle in previous battle would have been 9, so Luke dies, but Leia lives. Yeah, that would have been really bad. So Adam needs to get to a second battleground and then get to Coruscant. Props designed for giving a great alternative to EPP Double Maul. Absolutely, Joe. Fully agree with that. In fact, like, EPP Lord Maul is good enough that um, I think in a lot of cases he's better than EPP Maul. Like the double swing. Um, like, not that it's a penetrating insight, but it's one of the reasons that I was super excited to play that Bring Him Before Me deck at Nationals. Um, was realizing, like, hey, like, if you have EVP Lord Maul and you draw two destinies and they're each +1, like, is that worse than two swings? It's not actually that much worse than two swings. So EVP Maul better than EPP Lord Maul and Hunt Down. Sometimes I run a split, but of course I'm also dueling. So it really hurts. And yeah, reinforcing with Luke and BB-8 at the throne room. It doesn't really seem likely that Adam's going to be able to crack that. So can he recover damage-wise? Okay, so if you're facing down a light side main deck at this point, you kind of want to consider what hasn't been played yet. So Solo and Chewie and Lando are all still in play. So is Qui-Gon, so is Anakin. But Anakin's saber is gone. So Anakin's still a threat with like Lando and like Solo and Chewie and stuff. But otherwise, he's just like an efficient dude. Uh, don't do that again. Oh, to pull Vergence, sure. Because we know Vergence was in there. So now he's only going to drain 2 at the generator core. Sorry, I should have been paying a little bit more attention to the actual game instead of the chat. The drains last turn killed Sith Fury, Cold Feet, Invisible Hand, and No Escape. Yoda, I guess, is still in play also. So trying to figure out if Adam can threaten out damage here. He's still adding with the drains. He's inviting the pull of the Virgin, or inviting the Virgins. This does represent like 2 cards down, so. Yeah, then Virgins gets played. Now Adam did stop activating in the middle to Death Star reactor terminal, which which certainly means that that card that he picked up was tracked, and I would guess it's probably command would be my bet. Lord Maul. Okay. I mean, actually, if he has like another, if he has another I Have You Now here, that's actually like, that's real good. Why drain for 3 there, moving Grievous now? I mean, I would assume so. Like, if he has another I Have You Now, or if he pulled command. Either way, this looks fine. Um, Qui-Gon's still like bad. uh, that's still really not what you want. Um, but Adam's far enough behind here. I think he needs to make some bold plays in order to make some things happen. Yeah, and then Light's Head pops Vengeance to draw two. Ooh, interesting. So Jeff just activates everything. And then draws bottom card with Ray. He's going to drain for two, and then I presume move away. Sense and Decree V go off the top. Oh, and then BB-8 does a ping. Adam can't flip, why bother fighting? Yeah. Because Star Wars is a game about battles, Dan. Captain Adulti do find from reserve. He plays Qui-Gon anyway. Interesting. And Anakin. Okay. Yeah. Jeff piles at the site, as Joe suggested. So Adam's life for Adam is 15 down to Jeff's 16. So they're actually like not that far apart there. Um, I guess Adam actually 16 now to 16 because he just played the master move and missed. Probably mostly to stack the 5 there where he knew where it was. He is down 5 in hand. So actually, like for as bad as the board position looks, it's actually like not that far. But Jeff is is doing actual damage, whereas Adam's not. Jeff's doing actual damage where Adam's not. So yeah, Light's drawing a whole bunch now in battle. He has the weapon swing. He has the extra destiny with Qui-Gon, attrition destiny with Padme, +1 to each with Anakin, and then +1 to total with Rey. Missing master move there was big, so betting one of the 3 and Force was TPM was Phantom Menace. No way he's playing 3 Maul and master with no Phantom Menace, right? Yeah, I would certainly guess Phantom Menace is in there somewhere. Although, if it is one of the 2, he can now use Death Star Reactor Terminal to see if it's the top one. And then if it's not, then he knows second from the top, second from the bottom's master move, and then bottom is like 50-50 to be Phantom Menace. Oh, he just used SR Reaction on the 3rd card. Sorry. See, this is what I get for paying attention to chat. Just look at the game more. He activated 1, then to use the Star Reactor Terminal. I I wonder then if Phantom Menace is just in his hand. Because if he's looking for Phantom Menace, I would presume that he would have used Death Star Reactor Terminal on the 2 Force that was already there, that one of which might be a Phantom Menace, right? As Joe was saying. So given that he didn't do that, I kind of feel like Phantom Menace is already in his hand or he wasn't looking for it. I agree that it would be weird to be playing 3 Mauls and no Phantom Menace, so... He saved 7 Force. 1, 2, 3, that reads to me like a sorry about the mess. Sorry about the mess, or and I have you now, I suppose. Who do you sorry about the mess? I would assume Qui-Gon, right? Sorry, Sniper Dark Strike. Sorry about that, was the light side one. Does Treadwell have an answer to Sniper combo? Probably, right? He hasn't had a chance to play Blaster Deflection yet, so I would assume there's a Blaster Deflection coming. Oh, the Force Push is also still in Adam's hand, I think. Ah, so he swings at Padme to get around Blaster Deflection. I feel like I would have swung at Rey then, but whatever. Oh, no. He draws 4 and 1, and then Wisa reduces the 1 to 0, so he misses. Oh, God. Oh, he used push already? Okay. I remember that he pulled push with Dooku, but I didn't. Oh yeah, and then he used it immediately after. Game's been going a while, and it's late. All right, P59 comes down after Sniper misses. Now what do you do? Probably nothing, right? Probably you had to stand here. I don't really know how you can win the game though if you do that. You can't battle with you can't battle without being able to swing all your weapons though. So and like there's just no way that Treadwell doesn't have a Blaster Deflection in his hand. Light side will clear with 2 battle losses and 1 to attrition. You'll clear like 3 light side dudes, but yeah. You are beaten to exclude Luke. And impressive, most impressive to cancel you are beaten. I suppose we shouldn't be surprised that the Treadwell has everything since he drew a 19 card hand at one point. And then Adam's just going to battle anyway. An alter combo, okay. Who do you lose if you're... I haven't actually seen this happen. This has to be... Stop it! Less than number of characters, okay. This kills BB-8. Yep, that seems like the one that you should lose here. First action, pull force field. Yeah, alter combo's immune to do or do not, or you do not lose force to do or do not. P59 misses again, and Adam says GG and concedes. That seemed like a concession battle, so. Yeah, the Destiny is just not with Adam there. The matchup also not great. Amusingly, I actually think like traditional invasion is actually like probably a pretty good matchup there. Uh, like a traditional blaster rifles battle droid invasion, like is kind of built to fight a deck like TRM. So kind of just kind of just unfortunate. Matchup went bad, and then also the Destinies were just all really awful. So, but yeah, congratulations to Treadwell for advancing to the top 4. Congratulations to Adam's Echo Base Trooper on a great run. Only if the TRM player is bad. Okay, well, fair enough. I haven't really played the matchup, so it's like, I mean, if Invasion doesn't beat on mains, and I don't know why you're playing it. But anyway, thanks for joining me, guys, for the coverage. I am gonna go to bed now, but thanks for hanging out on a late night for most of you. And we'll see you later. I don't know when the next matches to be covered are. I know there's some like Outrider Cup matches are going to be played like in the morning, because that's just how the timing worked. But just keep an eye out. We'll announce when we got the next one up. So, uh, so yeah, stay tuned and have a good night, everybody.